Never blame a child. That's so wrong. It's so immoral. To blame a child for the mistakes that their parents make that have turned them into whatever mess society sees. Okay? So there's been a lot of talk about narcissism. I talk about it too, but that's because I talk about all things psychological on this channel. There's a lot of channels right now that are all about protecting yourself from narcissists and what to do with your narcissist friend, what to do with your narcissist mother or father, what to do with your narcissist significant other, how to handle them. And I feel like I've encountered those types of people in my life quite a bit. They tend to flock to me because I have so much empathy. And I think they definitely get me wrong too. Because, like, I don't know about y'all, but maybe I'm just saying this as some sort of cope, but I just feel like people like me aren't supposed to be with anybody. Because, like, we just feel the fuck out of everything. It's almost like I just feel like I'm too much for somebody. And people can say that I'm not, but they have no idea what I'm like when I'm alone. You guys don't know what I'm like when I'm alone because you don't see me. You see this, you see all the stuff I put up here. You don't see when I'm just, like, crying uncontrollably or yelling about shit. I mean, you see me yell in my car plenty of times. Or in a field somewhere. Hell, I yell all over the place. But, you know, there's a lot that I express. But just imagine how much more I express when I'm alone. You see all the stuff I put up? It's not anywhere near as relieving as you think it would be. Like, I do get some relief from it. And to those of you that watch it, get something out of it, I'm so glad. You make it worth it. Especially considering the fact that all these people don't understand it, or they think it's crap, or they just hate me because they misunderstand me, or they can't handle the truth that I represent. If somebody can't handle the truth, fuck them. I mean, seriously, like, honesty will weed out people. Because if you're true to yourself, like, you're gonna offend people, you know? That's what's gonna happen. Naturally. And I was always a fucked up kid. And the older I got, the more I accepted it, the more I understood why. But I'm not mad at my parents about it. I forgave my parents. And forgiving them was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Back when I had shit-ass political beliefs and I was in the victim mentality, it was exceedingly difficult to forgive them. But the older I got, the more I started to understand that they were just doing the best that they could. I really, really, really want to forgive society for choosing technology over every motherfucking thing else. You know? I really want to forgive them for that. But it's really hard when I look at all these children growing up. It really legitimately pisses me off. And if I sound self-righteous, it's because my lifestyle is different from yours. 'Cause I don't ignore the consequences of choosing things that aren't good for our psyche. no matter the advances. Advancement is actually detachment from reality that we don't want to be. We want things to be so easy. Just touch it and you get it. Well, look at what that's done to a society that don't deserve it. And I know it seems hopeless what I'm doing, all the stuff I say, everything will still be ruined. It don't matter how much I point it out. There's this guy who wrote a book called The Anxious Generation. This guy is so gay. I'd be surprised if he's actually straight. He says he has a daughter though. His name's Jonathan Haidt. Haidt. You should check him out. He talks about how technology has ruined childhood. Yeah, I see it with my own eyes. And people would see it with their own eyes if they weren't staring at their phone all the time. Okay? But yeah, how do you expect children to fare well when their parents are just staring at their phones? They're going out of their way to not pay attention to anything. So their kids having a childhood is the least of their concern. And it's very narcissistic, you know? It's just like the narcissist parent that raises their kid in a really brutal way. Or they're hypercritical of them. They're abusive. You know, this is a form of abuse, you know? Not paying attention to what's happening to your children. That's called neglect, okay? And that's what makes people narcissists in the first place. And that's why all these kids are fucking monsters, you know? It's because, they aren't gonna do any better because of what's been done to them. And I understand. I can't hold that against them. That's why I'm trying to look at narcissism differently. You know, because narcissism is just a defense. And it's a defense because you're being abused. You know? So as easy as it is to point the finger at the narcissists and talk about how terrible they are, it's like you should try to have empathy for them. That doesn't mean walk all over me. That just means try to understand why they are the way that they are. But we don't have enough people that are willing to do that because well, it's all about us, right? It's all about our trauma. But I don't know, I guess this is what I'm doing to try to do right by the world. Or to try to do right for the world because the world is so wrong. And I know that there are always going to be people that disagree with it and think that I'm a piece of shit, but I still have to keep doing it anyway because this is what God wants me to do.